Also new tonight, the City of Fitchburg voted unanimously to discontinue its contract with Flock Safety and its use of flock cameras, with an amendment to turn off the national search feature within 120 days. This means Fitchburg would no longer be able to search data from around the country, and other municipalities who use Flock around the country will not be able to search Fitchburg's data. Last month, the Dane County Board of Supervisors voted to remove funding for the sheriff's office to use the Flock system.